Okay, so one thing that I did want to remind y'all about before you take your pattern piece off, I've already taken it off my piece 12, but before you take it off your piece 11, make sure that when you did your notches, your triangles, that you cut those as well, okay? So don't just cut straight across, make sure you cut your notches off, and then you can take your pattern piece off. Okay, I like to go ahead and somewhere on here with my washable marking pencil, I'm going to write 11 on both of my 11 pieces on the wrong side, so on the ugly side. And same thing with my piece 12. Just so if for some reason I forget which side is my back side and which side is the front, that gives me a little reference point. You can also write an F and a B for front and back. 11, it doesn't matter where you write it. Okay, so when I look at my instructions, okay, I need to pin a front and a back together at the inner leg. So the easiest way that I find to do this is to take one of your pieces. I'm going to use my piece 11, and I'm going to just open it up so my right sides will be up. Okay, so now it looks like you have two legs that are sitting right next to each other. Okay, and then I'm going to take my piece 12 and I'm going to place them down on top, matching them along the inner leg. Okay, so let me move the camera so you can get a better shot of that. Okay, so this is all I did. Okay, I opened up my piece 11, so they are right sides up now, and I'm going to place my piece 12 down. Let me put the camera right here so you can see what this is going to look like in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to grab my piece 12 and put it face down. Okay, this is where your notches really come into play. Okay, because like we said, your piece 11 and 12 are two different sizes. And so it's not going to match up on all sides. And I will, after I put both of these down, I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so right here, okay, I have a notch on my piece 11 and my piece 12. It's easiest to go ahead and match those up, and I'm going to put a pin there. Okay, this is why I told y'all notches were so important. It makes it a lot easier to try and match up your fabric. Okay, so I'm going to match my notches first. And then I'm going to go along the crotch, so up to where the tip is. It might be a little different like mine is. Okay, so it doesn't quite meet perfectly right there, which is completely fine. Okay, but I do want the edges of my fabric to meet together. So I don't care if it meets at the point, as long as the side that will be on your inseam, the inside of your leg, those fabrics match up. And make sure that you put your pins all on the same side of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to put mine here on the top. Okay, and then I'm just going to match it all the way down the leg. So let me pin this real fast, and then I will move the camera to show you. Okay, so just like when we pinned our pattern piece onto our fabric, we are going to put the pins parallel to the edge of the fabric, and we're going to space them out. We don't want them too close together. First of all, because then that just takes a lot of time pinning when really we need to get to the sewing part. Okay, so I'm pinning, and I got to the end of the leg. Okay, it should meet at the bottom of your leg if you cut it out correctly. If it's a little bit off, it's not a big deal, but if it's a lot off, come and find me and I will see what happened. All right, so I did one leg. Okay, and like I said, remember, it's not gonna lay completely flat. It might bubble a little bit. Okay, because they are two different sizes. Sorry about that. Okay, so all I did is I pinned all the way down the inside part of my leg. Okay, so there's the crotch. Okay, this would be the outside part of my leg. We're not doing that part yet. We're just doing from the crotch. We're gonna match our notch right here and all the way down that side. It's the only part you are pinning right now, and you're gonna do the same on your other leg. Okay, if you have any questions, make sure you come and ask me.